Blue Beast Tales by the PARAnnoyed P.I. The only way out is to turn on the robots. Originally, I was part of a fleet of repairmen when they replaced the factory workers with androids. I was the janitor, handyman, repair guy, steward, and all-rounder at the Wipe industrial plant. It was round-the-clock duties without a break between the tasks of maintaining a production line. The girls were sweet on the back end packing in the golden years, they did everything by hand then. The droids filled a niche, moving stock from the end of the line to the packing warehouse wing. We could hardly catch a break of smoke or vape to goss on in the water boiler moments of the week. Our factory ran like clockwork to the AI trucks pulling away from our packing bays full of new wipes. Not long after the factory line was switched to ratcheting arms and droids, all the staff were sacked. The girls were let go, my fix-it friends were all gone, and the boss stopped visiting the site weekly. It took 4 years before the new model of droid was self-repairing, putting one of my roles to bed. I almost lost my position, but they needed someone around to weld new chips when they burnt out. It was just me left to my own devices in the sterile new fully automated Wipe headquarters. At this point I'd been working with the company for 30 years, it always used to feel so alive with folk. For the past few years, it felt like I only worked with appliances and not people. Machinery, not man. One time when I visited the refurbished warehouse wing, I swear one of the droids stared at me. Even through their cold, dead lens I saw an impulse of a lingered stare in the hyper-focused camera. Later as I returned to my repair bay, a droid paced backwards to me for more solder on its circuits. It sat on the tooling booth and opened its back panels to expose the chip malfunction in its spine. I repaired it like any other, and when it got up to leave it turned around and stared right into me. By this time, I was starting to get burnt out, what with all the droid repairs and no human contact. I'd listen to podcasts as I worked, but that would only exacerbate the parasocial longing for people. One day, when I was soldering a new spine, the droid got up in a rage and kicked me to the ground. I charred my leg with a solder iron and kicked the droid's carbon fiber ankles, but only hurt myself. Standing up quickly, I had to assert some authority, or the other droids might get some new ideas. I kicked the droid's back plate closed and it ran away from my repair bay screaming white noise. That's when it hit me, I couldn't stand another minute with these airheads, so I hit the controls. I took my bent soldering arm and used it as a 9-iron to the AI head of operations control panel. I managed to shut down the whole factory with a few delicate backswings to the AI's complex core. Hours later my manager hurried into the stalled factory and ran up to me screaming his lungs out.
I was mid-extended holiday, mind you. Why on earth was I brought here to check up on you? We need sanitary wipes more than ever. There's been a new virus. Our stocks are trading upward. You must start the plant back up. All our other factories went down from human strike.
So, I grabbed my solder 9-iron, leaned over the console, the only way out is to turn on the robots.